Kenny here with Gardening Simplified. Today is March 17th, and let's do a single seed challenge update. For those of you that are keeping up with the single seed challenge, I'm growing a Black Beauty tomato, for those that don't know. But we're looking at it here today, and it was putting out little blooms down here. Now, I don't know if any of these had pollinated, but we have some blooms up here at the top. Now, this one looks like a normal bloom. But for those of you that aren't real familiar, and this does have a sucker coming out here, I'm going to leave at the top on this piece had, for some reason, all the leaves had curled around and messed up. So I'm going to leave this sucker to grow out as a top because I don't know what's going to happen here. But anyway, for those of you that aren't familiar with tomatoes, this here is not a normal tomato bloom. This is what they call a fasciated bloom. And I can show you the difference if you look at that real close and you see how complicated it looks, how many petals are coming around the edge, how full the middle is, and everything like that. The regular bloom, and I would show you this one beside it, but I don't want to turn that up. So we're going to go over to this other one. Now this is the first one that I started that I didn't think was going to germinate. And this is 2.0, which is the second one. Now it is smaller. It had the problem and ended up breaking the top out of this when it was trying to get rid of the way it was curved up. So this is actually a sucker coming up here, but we're going to look at this bloom here. Now you see how this bloom is here? You've in the middle, you have a kind of hard to hold the camera in the same, but this pistil coming out the middle, how it comes out kind of pointed, and then you've got some petals around the edge, but you just have a few, and it's not real big in the middle. Okay, that's what a normal bloom would look like. Now we'll go back over to the fasciated bloom. Again, on the fasciated bloom, see how big and wide the middle is? See how many petals there are? In fact, it might look like there's actually two blooms kind of off to the side. Now, when you end up with a real big tomato that's cat-faced on the bottom of it, that's because it has a bloom like this. Now, I'm going to leave this, being this is my single seed challenge. I don't particularly grow tomatoes to get as big a tomatoes as I can, which fasciated blooms a lot of times will produce a much bigger tomato, but they're usually not the quality that you get a whole lot of slices. They can be pretty gnarly. But being this is a single seed challenge, and we're wanting to kind of monitor it, we're going to let it go ahead and develop and see how that goes. Okay, for those of you that don't know what a single seed challenge is, the single seed challenge, this is Single Seed Challenge 2021. Scott had started this on his channel, Black Gumbo. And what it is, you take a single seed. It doesn't matter whether it's a tomato, lettuce seed, turnip green, pepper, squash, whatever, pumpkin, whatever you want to grow, but you take that single seed and you document it from the time you plant it, when you pick it out and you plant it, through its whole life cycle. And then you put a hashtag there in your comments for the Single Seed Challenge 2021. If you want to see more of the Single Seed Challenge that other YouTube pages are doing, we'll just hit that hashtag in the comments. It'll take you to any of them that have that hashtag of people that are growing the Single Seed Challenge. I encourage you to do it. It does a different perspective. Even though I grow a lot of tomatoes, I've got a few here in my little greenhouse, but I've actually got some total right now, about 200 and a little better than 60. So, and I still have more over here that's going to end up getting planted. Some there and a few more there. So I'll have close to 300. But it really excites me to watch this one grow and how it does. Because if it killed over tomorrow, well, you know, I'd be disappointed. But that would be the life cycle of this single seed. And that's the whole thing, to enjoy, to watch, anticipate the growth, the production, the harvest, you know, and how long you can keep it alive. So I hope you like this. If you want to see more of my videos, well, of course, hit that subscribe, hit the bell button so you'll be notified. If you like this, give it a big thumbs up and share it. That really helps my channel. Happy gardening.